is a tough place. There are always assignments to complete, tests to ace, and of course, notes to take. So, without further ado, here are 3 easy ways to take some great notes. First of all, you want to grab some basic materials. Pretty much anything, writing utensil, be it pen or pencil, really whatever you can to get to write with. Then of course you'll need some pieces of paper. I like lined, but some people actually use computer. Again, it's up to personal preference. You could also bring a highlighter and some sticky notes, but those are optional as well. So there are 3 types of notes that I'll be showing you today, and the first is the outline, which is great for just everyday note-taking. It has an emphasis on organization and adding importance to various subjects. They're good for long stretches of note-taking with almost endless amount of details to add. The steps of taking them are actually quite simple. You'll begin on the left side of the page with your big topic, as I say here, the big picture. Below it, you will write with the letter A or maybe a number and put down your subtopic. Below that, you will add a bullet point or another, or continue down the line until you reached probably the end of the paper and it won't be very useful to you. When you're finished, go back to your second subhead, and if you're finished with that, go back onto your next big picture. The second topic will be the Cornell Note, a note-taking system devised in the 1950s by Walter Pauk, an education professor at Cornell University, hence the name Cornell Notes. Cornell Notes are great for definitions and organization and big picture ideas. They are good for topics and retrieving information quickly. So you'll want to draw a vertical line down around maybe the 1/4 or 1/5 width of the page, and then a horizontal line about 2 or 3 lines from the bottom. This part here will be used for your summary, and this right here will be used for topics and questions and things you need to remember. Then you'll want to organize your content on the left-hand bar in terms of subheads, as well as questions and comments and things you're honestly just want to know. It's very important to keep everything lined up. Messy notes are not good notes. Next are summaries, honestly the most important part of Cornell Notes. Summaries let you compile all of the information that you've learned into a quick and easily accessible sentence or 2 at the bottom. Don't squander this opportunity. When you're rifling through your notes, when you really need to study, sometimes all you need to read are just your nice summaries and you'll be good to go. Thirdly, the flowchart. The flowchart is rather controversial because not everyone's brain works the same way. And honestly, with all these notes, it's really up to personal preference. But to a scatterbrain like me, I love this style. Flowcharts are best when you're just jotting stuff down for later reference. They don't have to look nice, but they just have to be. They just have to exist. So you'll want to start with a box at the center or maybe the top of the page and write down your topic. And from there, you'll want to make an arrow or just a line, and then finish off with a circle or a box or really whatever, and then write down your subhead. Continue doing this and you'll create a web of information that connects itself in all sorts of different ways. It's a very fluid way of taking notes. Something you have to watch out for though is making sure you don't run out of space. It's a very unpredictable style of note-taking, but it's honestly my favorite. And as a quick recommendation, it's good to rewrite your notes. Flowcharts are fantastic for getting information, but not so much for retaining it. So go home and type and write out the notes in either way I showed you before. That's why there are more options to begin with. So thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something today, and as always, peace out.